can't. Hey, hello everyone. I'm trying to remember how to see my comments again. I'm so bad at this. How is everyone tonight? I'm certainly glad to be doing a live tonight, but I am going to do something a little bit different than we normally do because why not? What fun will it be? We have to always try new things. That's what makes life so fun. Hey, Drea. Hey, Evelyn. Happy to see you guys here. I can see the comments. Yay! Super happy about that. So I was digging through some of my supplies today, cleaning up some stuff, and I found some ephemera that I haven't used yet. So I was thinking, maybe I'll do some quick cards with ephemera tonight. But then I remembered, oh, I have all of this amazing foil. So I have lots and lots of tubes of foil. I have lots of different ones. So I thought, let's play with some foil tonight. I have a Christmas one. I have this crafty foil, and then I also have some backgrounds here that I got from Pink Main, and then I have these things called foilables, but they're all black. So I'm going to show you how you can use these. Now you could just put the foil in, it would foil the whole page, but I'm going to show you some other things we can do with that. Just for fun, for spunsies. And hopefully it'll all work out the way I think it will in my head. But if not, hey, we tried. So that's all we can do. So, hey Ellen, hey Beth. And then I think we'll make some cards out of it, although I have no idea what we're actually going to make. We're just going to play around with it and see how it goes. So I am currently heating up the machine. When it turns green, then I can use it. This is just an inexpensive laminator. It's not a fancy like Mink machine or anything. It's just a regular laminator that I had laying around my house that's about 15 years old, 15 to 20 years old. So if why not find a use for it? So I did, and it is now my foiling machine. So I love that. Now let's get started with some rainbow, because I think these flowers would look super cool with some rainbow. Now, I have this really, really bright rainbow right here, but I want to keep it just a little bit more subtle. So I'm going to try this one. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? So I'm going to try this one instead. So it comes in sheets like this, and I just keep them rolled up. Oh, look, that one I've already used part of it. So we'll use that one. And then I just roll up the excess and put it back in the tube to keep it in good shape. It doesn't work if you fold them so much, because then you get creases in them, and you don't want any creases in your foil. So I should have put that in a little bit easier, and it probably would have worked better. So has anybody on the live tried foiling before? Like, what do you think? Do you like it? I hadn't done it in so long, and I was on Happy Crafty Ho-Ho the other night, and we had to do foiling, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I remember how to do that. But then once I did it, I now have the itch. So that is why we're doing a little bit of the foiling tonight. So I'm still waiting for my machine to get its little green happy light on. So when you run this through, you just need copy paper. This is regular, just typing paper, copy paper, just paper that comes from my printer when I print just regular stuff on it. I want to be careful of these pieces right here that have scratches in them. You see that? Because there won't be any color where that scratch is. So I'm going to lay this over top of my image, and then I'm going to cut it just about the size of the card. So probably be easier if I flipped it over and then cut it like this, with just a tad bit of extra on each side, just in case it shifts when I put it in there. And then I take one of these papers that I have cut to size for my 4x6. Oh, look, I had paper in that one. And then you just lay it inside there. So there's the image right there. And then here's the foil with the pretty side up. And then when the machine's ready, we'll just take this and stick it in there. But it's not ready yet. It takes a second or two. I'll let you guys see. Hey, Tamara. So, yeah, we're going to play around with this. I have some extra pieces that were left over from when I crafted before, so I'm just going to set those aside for now. And then the green light came on, so we're ready to go. I'm going to put this in here, and it takes a little bit for it to run through, so we'll do some other stuff while we're waiting. I was thinking maybe we'd play with some of these images as well, so I'm going to open them up. There are some sentiments in here, so they're about crafting. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I bought this whole entire pack just for this one. I just fell in love with that one, and I was like, that's it. That's the one I have to have. So that's the one I got. And I was like, whatever else is in there, great. But that's what I want. So, hey, hey, hey. So, anyway, I pulled a few of those out. I think I'll use some of the crafting sentiments. The Christmas one I have also has like some little embellishments with sentiments as well. So I really like these Pink Main things. But this is the Craftologist, Rise and Shine. It's crafty time, craft more, worry less, classy and crafty. Talk crafty to me, follow your soul, it knows the way to the craft store. That's funny. Crafting makes everything better, and I just want to make pretty things. And behind every crafter is a big mess. Crafter's gonna craft. Love is a well-stocked craft room, and crafting is kind of my thing. So here it is. I pulled it out. It cooled off a little bit. And then we just lift this paper up. And now we have this paper on top that took all the color off of where the spots were. But then look at this. Isn't that awesome? So now we have this background that we can do that's in rainbow. It actually has all the rainbow colors on it. So that'll be a cool background. And then what we're supposed to be able to do is take this one and put this black one here. And when I lay this down, when we run it through again, it should pick up all the background and leave the flowers black. So we'll see if that works. That's going to be what we're going to try. And I kind of, if it gets a little bit of these edges, like I don't want the edges to come out with color on them, but I think some edges will, and that's okay. We can just trim down our paper when we're done. So I'm going to make sure that's all nice and smooth. Felt like there was a little bubble there. You don't want any bubbles. And we're going to stick this through again and see what happens. So that's my understanding, that you should be able to use these black sheets to pick up all of the outside pieces, so that you can use the full piece and not have anything go to waste. So I really like that. I think tonight I'm going to use this one, Craft More and Worry Less. So we could do the whole sheet at one time, but since my printer is small, I'm going to just do a couple of them. I think I want this one too. So I have 2 of those pulled out. So we can add, and we'll have to add different colors to them. I like to do the sentiments in more of a solid color, just because if I'm going to put them on another one, I want you to be able to read it. You definitely want to be able to read it. So here we go. This one is finished. So let's see if it did what it was supposed to do. Oh, it worked. Look at that. Now, I've used every bit of this paper that was inside that, and now I have this. It's the opposite of the last one that I did. Isn't that cool? That is super cool. Like, I'm really excited about that. So I have a lot of these leftover papers that I had saved, and that's why I bought so much of the black background, because I wanted to be able to use them for other things. And I think that will be just amazing. Very excited about that. Now I'm going to use blue, I think, for the words, just so I have this really pretty blue color for my sentiments. Evidently, I've been using the blue because I have smaller sheets. So this blue is pretty cool. It's kind of blue on one side, a little bit more turquoise, or maybe I have blue and turquoise in here. Look, I have 2 different colors in here. So I guess we're using the more green one than the blue one. So that's pretty cool. I love it when surprises happen, don't you? You open it up and you didn't know you had 2 colors in there. That's like a bonus find right there. Love it. So there we go. By the way, if you guys are thinking about coming to the event that they're having at the Paper Escape, you might want to get, if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, you might want to get that pretty quick, because I think there's only 10 VIPs left. You can still come for free, but if you want the VIP, then you'd want to go ahead and make sure that you pick that up as quickly as possible, or you won't be able to get the VIP. So I'm going to lay this on here. I'm going to do both of them at the same time. Excuse me. My mouse keeps going, messing up my screen. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. You don't have to put anything but the copy paper. That's it. Just copy paper on the front and the back. What? If you have to use toner cards, so yes, I already had toner cards printed. I can't use them. We don't have any toner printer here, so I have to buy everyone else's. And that's okay. I don't mind. Please roll up for me. Okay, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it back in this container so I can save it for next time. You guys are quiet. Are you mesmerized? Nobody answered. Does anyone do this? Do you have a foiling machine, or do you have Do you do any foiling ever? Because this is fun. I love this foiling. Once I get it out, I want to do a ton of it. I have another type of foil that I want to show you guys, and I think we're going to do the flowers again just so you can see how different they look. Drea loves foiling. Just so you can see how different it looks depending on what paper you put on there. This is awesome. Look at that. I could use the rest of this on black, but I'm not going to do that tonight because I didn't cut the paper right for that. But here is now, it's like a blue foil. You can see how pretty that is. Right there. So now we have some sentiments to go with our papers. And then I have this really cool type of foiling. You want to make sure that you have heat transfer foil. Make sure you have the right kind. This is the one that I bought. It's called Sheer Foil from Pink Main. But this one, look, it looks like wood grain. So I like it a lot, a lot, a lot. And I think it's going to go with some of the ephemera that I have. So we're going to use this same piece right here, but this time we're going to use the wood grain. And we will do it both ways again. And while we're doing that, we'll decide what color we're going to do on our other background that I have. So can you imagine how gorgeous this would be on Christmas cards? I mean, oh my goodness. I just think they make super fast, super beautiful Christmas cards. All right, here we go. Lay them both on here. Make sure your paper is completely flat. That's really important because if you have a wrinkle, you'll be able to see it in the foil. So I have a little bit too much here, so I'm going to trim this off. Otherwise, it'll push my foil and wrinkle it, and I don't want to wrinkle my foil, so. I have a laminator and a lot of Gina K foiling toner sheets and foil. I just haven't used it. Oh, get it out and use it. You'll love it so much. I want to foil, but I haven't yet. Goals for June. Yay, Tamara! Beth, I made a coworker's wedding invitations with foil. Awesome. Are we foiling tonight? Yes, Rebecca, we are foiling tonight. And I'd be super happy if I could figure out where these mosquitoes that are eating me up came from. I'm sitting here scratching in between my foiling because I'm getting eaten alive. Alright, so I also have some red, very bright red foil, and this has a bit of a, like a sparkly color to the foil. It's not a flat foil, and I have these big hearts, so I thought the red would look really good on the big hearts. So I'm going to, I always keep this outside piece because it has sticky and it holds my foil page together. So that's just how I make sure that it stays all rolled up like it's supposed to. I want that to be right towards the end. And then I'm going to trim this paper. And I'm okay if I end up trimming a little bit extra or having to cut it off because I don't want it to be too short. So here's this one. We have this one finished, so we can put the next one in. You ready? Look at that wood grain. Isn't that cool? Now, this is what it looks like on the flowers. Look. Isn't that neat? And it makes those flowers look so different from this. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can kind of tell. There we go. That's pretty good. They're quite different. And I love the wood effect. But we're going to go ahead and put this one on the black foil sheet the opposite way. So I'm going to lay this one on here, just like we did before. Make sure I scoot it down. This one you have to be a little careful when you lay it down, just to make sure that you get it kind of in the same spot the other one was. So there's that one. Let's put that back in there. And then I have this other sheet so we can get the next one ready. It's cool, huh? I see the rainbow and wood grain. I have not seen the wood grain before. Oh yeah, I love it. It's called Log Cabin. Log Cabin Cheer Foil. And then here's our hearts we were talking about just a minute ago. Looks like this is just a little shy. I cut it a little short, but that's okay because we can just trim our A2 card base here if we need to. But I'm going to try to get it on here just right. It's a little shorter at the top. But as long as we keep this short on the edges, we can trim it up and we'll be good to go. So this one is ready for the next go round. I'm just going to leave it like that so it doesn't get messed up. And then I've got to have some pink here. Do I have pink? I do have pink. I have, this one is pink and yellow, and then this one is just pink. So I think we'll use the just pink on these hearts. This is a smaller version of the hearts. So we'll take that one out. We'll put this one in. If you have two going at the same time, you don't have to wait so long, which is awesome. Here's our black frame where it's going to do the opposite. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's amazing. I love it. That's absolutely stunning. And I've used all the foil. So that is amazing. Okay, so let's grab our pink so we can make pink hearts as well. Let's see if we have any surprise colors in this one. Nope, just pink. That's okay. Pink is awesome. And then once we finish doing these foils up, we're going to make some quick and easy cards. Real fast cards. I don't know how many we're going to end up making. Could be a whole bunch. Depends on how long we take to do everything else we're doing. All the playing around here. But I have a lot of cards prepped. And we'll see how fast I can put together the quick and easy cards. So don't know how many there'll be. But there'll be several tonight. We'll be making a bunch of quick and easy cards. Okay, so let's lay this one on here because our other one is ready to go. And you can reuse this little paper over and over and over again. I just save it in my box with all my foilings so I can use the same sheets the next time I'm ready to foil. So copy paper, you can use it over and over and over and over. It's not taking any of the foil. It still remains plain. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here's our hearts. Oh, how pretty. So pretty. Look at that red. Woo-wee. That's awesome. Now, since I have a bunch of the black papers, let's just keep going with using up our extras. We don't want anything to go to waste. No waste tonight. So I'm just going to take this background, going to put these hearts, this heart design on there. All the way up at the top. Scoot it over. Just kind of line it up on there. This one takes a little more. The other ones just set it down and you're good to go. But this one takes just a little bit more TLC to kind of line it up. But in the end, it is well worth it. Don't know what Dale's doing out there, but he sure is making a lot of noise. He's probably doing dishes. I'm so glad it's not me. Alright, so there we go. Now we have the background on that one. This one is finished, so we're going to put this one in here. Now open this one up. Ooh, look, you can already see. You can already see how the hearts have adhered. Look at this. This is pink. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. It's actually pink. It looks rainbow in the light, but it's really pink. It's like a rose gold pink. It's really beautiful. And let's do the background, because no waste tonight. Everything gets used. I think I need me a ton of these black toner sheets, because now every single time I do this, I'm going to want to save the background as well. So you can sit down, make a bunch of these, and then just stick them in your stash for quick and easy cards later. I think that's awesome. Grateful that we have YouTube so you can watch from the beginning. Yes, because I will be saving this onto YouTube. Yes, very shiny. So much shiny, sparkly things. So I have a couple more that I want to do real quick, and then we're going to start making some cards with some of our stuff that we just made. Plus, we're going to use a bunch of ephemera. So, here we go. Here's the opposite of this one. Look at that. We used all that except this one little piece right here. If I had a sentiment, I'd save that piece too. Look at that. Wow. You can see the red here. Look at how stunning that is. That would make a very elegant card. It has like stars in the... like these little iridescent stars in the background, so you can kind of see them sparkle, which is pretty cool. You don't see the stars as well in the other stuff, but I want to show you, we are going to do my favorite background, the whole reason I bought this set, because I just can't wait any longer to do it. I have to do it tonight. And then we're going to do one Christmas as well, so I can show you. Now, each one of these sheets will make 2 cards, so it doesn't go to waste, which is awesome. I can just see me using these on the next release coming up. Oh, make me some extra ones of these for sure. I might be foiling after. I could foil all night. I could do this for hours, you guys, seriously. Let's look at the Christmas one. This one is finished. So we'll bring it out, let it cool for a sec while I'm pulling this one out. And then we'll open this up and we'll look at this one. So there's our pink. You can really tell it's pink on this one. And then when you open it up, look at that. That is so amazing. I love, love, love doing the alternate of that. So these papers are, let's see how big they are. 8.5 by 5.5. So if it's 8.5, I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4 because that's what our cards usually are, 4 1/4. And then I'll have 2 panels to play with. So you certainly get a lot in this pack when you purchase it. So that's pretty cool. I think we should grab some colored so we can watch, so we can go ahead and get this rolling while we're working on the other one. And I'm going to use my favorite rainbow one because I love this rainbow. There is so much sparkle in this, and then you know I have purple, so we'll be using purple as well tonight because how can we not use purple? We have to use purple. Because it just doesn't, oh, look at that. It even has like a little line, a little seam line on this one, which is exactly where I need to cut. So that makes my life a bit easier. Ah, that damn mosquito. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. That daggum mosquito landed on my arm. I wish I would have smacked it, but I didn't. I was so startled. I just blew it off of my arm while I was working, and now it's still going to be in the house. Ay, ay, ay. I wish I would have smacked it. Oh, my goodness. Are you using a laminator for this? I am. Just a simple, easy. It was a laminator I had for work that I used to make name tags with, and I didn't need a use for it at work anymore, so I brought it home because I bought it, and I brought it home and thought maybe at some point I might be able to do something with this laminator, so I kept it for years without doing anything to it. And then one day I realized you could do your foiling with a laminator, so yeah, I decided to roll with that. So there's several different ones in here. I want to do at least one Christmas. Oh, look at these. How cute is that? You can make a border, or you can have holly, or you can have ornaments or lights. I think the lights would be really pretty, but I think you have to have, well, let's do the lights. I think that we could lay them, we could either do them a rainbow, or we could lay different colors of the laminating sheets on there and kind of make them whatever color we want. So you can get real elaborate, or you can just stick a full sheet of color on there. So I think I'll show you how I would do the lights, and we'll go from there. Oh, look, and I left a sentiment out, so we might as well use that too. So for this one, my card is going to be landscape because of the way the print goes, unless I decided to put it this way, but you could do either way, I guess. And then these little ones right here, we definitely need to do one of these. I don't know which one yet. I haven't decided, so we're just gonna think about that for a bit. I'm gonna lift this up and look at this. Oh my greatness. I'm gonna use this one really super fast. Look at that. Now you know why I bought it, because it's so freaking amazing. Now we're going to do the opposite of it, because I just can't. Even with the amazingness of this and in rainbow, it just doesn't get any better than that. I feel that mosquito eating me up. I do. It makes me really unhappy. Okay, make sure that's flat. Stick it in here again, and we're going to roll with it. That splat is so cool. I know. I love that splat. We can do this splat too in this color. And this is giving us a few extra little laminating sheets that we can use. So I have these that I can use on the ornaments. I have the red that was left over from this one. that we can use for the ornaments. We might as well, since we have it. Oh, that mosquito bit me on my foot. On my foot. And then I, of course, have purple. So we're going to do the splat in purple. But this is called the tinsel. It looks like tinsel, but it's purple. So it's amazing. I love it. So we're going to use that for our other splat. Because, you know, the rainbow's amazing, but come on now. You know, I love me some purple. Thank you, honey. Dale's spraying me some lavender in my lap, please, because they're biting my feet. Thank you. Yeah, I have the blood that the mosquitoes love. So if there's a mosquito, it is going to eat me alive all night and not even touch Dale. Is it because I'm so sweet? Yeah, probably not. But you're loving the purple? Me too. I'm not gonna lie. And this stuff lasts for a long time. Like you buy a big roll like that, you'll have it for a really long time. All right, I'm gonna have to trim this again because we don't want it to wrinkle in the machine. So I'm gonna cut the excess off. I cut it a little big that time, but I don't want it to wrinkle because that'll mess it up and we don't want it to get messed up. I don't have that laying on there just right. There we go. Now I do. Okay, that one goes in the laminator, and we get to look at this one that came out. Here is our splat. The opposite of our splat. Now our splats are in black. This is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I love this. Look at all the color. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. I want to say, golly, that's amazing. I'm going to cut this extra piece off the end so I can use it on the other ones. Oh, I got bit on my side too. It's killing me. Ooh. All right. Okay. So this one's going to take a little more time. What I want to do is I want to piece. These might be too small. But I want to piece some of this, like maybe this one. This will make them different colors. There we go. And then maybe the other side, we should probably do them the same. But I don't know. You can layer them up. Let me show you. So I'm going to make sure the colors are a little different. So I'm going to lay this here. I'll lay this here. I mean, why not? We're just going to get some randomness going on here. I'll lay this purple ones. We'll cut it in half. So I can lay some purple here. Maybe like that. Make the line purple. I wonder if we could finish this one off with all these extra sheets we have. This one's too short, so I need one more. Oh, we'll just use the one that we're using right now. Let's put this inside of here so we don't have to move it around once we get it laid flat. Just lay the pieces on top. Just kind of layer them up a little bit. Just a little bit. Whatever's on the underside is the one that's going to stick. The one that's on top is not. And we just finished this one. So if we peel this off, oh my gosh, that is awesome. I love it. All right. Let's see, what other foil do I have that I tossed in the trash? That won't fit. Let's use this pink. We'll have a little bit of pink on here. I'm just trying to use every bit of this foil. So you can definitely mix and match your foils up however you want. Let's put this one underneath because that one has a little bit of the clear edge on it. There we go, almost there. A little bit more, there we go. Gonna lay that down. Hopefully I don't wrinkle anything. I'm going to cut these edges off real quick just so I don't mess it up. And then I'm gonna place this in here and we're gonna pray for the best right there. It's magic. It's magical. I'm only going to do one of the Christmas ones just because I just wanted to show you the Christmas. But we are going to finish this one off because we did it. We might as well. Can you come scream at that? We want to make sure that we use this purple because I can't have that go to waste. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so that one is done. This one is still running through, so we'll hold off on that. And I'll be able to put this one back into my Christmas pack because I'm going to save Christmas for later. But if you really felt like going through it, you could put a different color on each one of these and it would work. You could leave the wires black and just put a little color on each one, and that would be really beautiful. So let's put this one in while we look at this one. You could use the ones you still have after the first image, like in reverse. Yes. Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh my goodness. We have all these different colors of lights. These are so cool. I love it. Oh, let's see if I can get it at an angle you guys can see. Some of them are purple and some of them are blue, and even some of them are two-tone. Like this one's gold and red. Kind of hard to see on camera, but okay, wait, there we go. There we go. So you can see when I'm looking at it, I see the gold and the red mixed together. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That really looks like Christmas lights. Now, it's a little harder to use these excess pieces we have, but the biggest one I'm going to save because I could probably use that one on a black paper, but the tiny ones, I'm not going to worry about those. I'm just going to save this big one for potential later. Okay, I'm going to turn my machine off because I think we're pretty close to being done with the foiling. And then we're just going to make cards, as many as we can. Oh my goodness. Yes. Look at that. This one would actually look good, even though it's purple, would look really good on the Christmas ones because of the tinsel look it has. I think that's awesome. I'm going to leave this one in my little paper and this one in my other little paper and put it back in my storage that way so I might could use it in the future. I have a lot of these. I have Halloween. So these are Halloween backgrounds and these are Halloween sentiments. So, you know, because I like Halloween. And then that's the other one we used, and this is the Christmas one. I used all the black foil in that pack. I have one more, so I'm going to have to get some more of that. And then we didn't even use silver, or I have this yellow and pink, and I have this cloudy blue. I have so many of these foils. I had an obsession, and then I just couldn't help myself. I have so much foil. I could foil for days and nights and forever, but I'm not going to keep you guys on foiling that long. You saw how it's done. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to download the video and upload it to YouTube so you can watch the replay and see how to do it. If you want to try it, know that that video will be out there for you if you need it. But let's see what all we made. So, Dale, I'm going to have to give you this machine to put somewhere because it's super hot. Oh, I forgot I had this extra sheet. I could have used that yellow and pink on my ornaments, but that's okay. Let me unplug this machine and give it to Dale because it's super hot and I don't want to leave it sitting on my desk. Here's the cord. Thank you. Big hand for Dale's help. He is always helping me. He's so helpful. I love it. You can make gift tags. Yes, you could, and they would love it. So look, we've been on maybe 30, 40 minutes, and we have one. And you could probably do double as many if you weren't talking through the whole process like I was. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See how we did that? We did that so fast. 15 of them. And now I have set foiled backgrounds ready to go whenever I need them. I want to pull out the wood ones because I definitely want to use them. I know I want to use them on my next project. But then I have all these backgrounds ready to go whenever I need them. So I love that. I love that they are available whenever I need them. Okay, so in my little ephemera bin, and I use these little photo boxes and put the ephemera in them so I can keep up with what I have. I just threw a bunch in one container so we can make some cards. I also grabbed our Retro Vibes paper because I know I'm going to make one with that. And then I have a bunch of the pigs ephemera, so I pulled some of this paper. So we're going to use foil and paper. I also pulled these little flowers out that a friend sent to me the other day. I thought they were so pretty, so I'm going to use those somehow tonight. So I'm going to put them aside. When I got Happy Mail, someone sent me, my friend Melissa sent me all these little flowers, and I thought they were so pretty, and we're going to use them tonight. I got the sentiment hearts from the Queen of Hearts set, which I thought would go well with that heart paper. Then there's my soda girl, and then I have a bunch of the pigs and their little houses. I also have Let's Play, one of the sentiments and one in the card set. Under Constructions from the little pig set. So I picked those out. So I also have the jukebox, the little guy, and a record. So you are doing what I did when I got a bunch of foils and love doing them. I wanted to foil everything in front of me, and now Pink and Main is selling these packs of printable cards. Oh, wow. I haven't seen oh yeah, the printable cards. Yeah, I like the printable cards a lot, but most of the time I have coloring on my cards, so I don't really use card fronts that much. Um, I want to use this paper, I think, with this, but maybe not. I may go with one of the ephemeras, but these have wood on them, so I thought they would be perfect with the little pig with the wood house. So here's his little tools, and there he is. And I know I have the wooden house here. I just need to find it. Here it is. So this is his wooden house. This is part of our ephemera. Let's see if I can zoom just a little so you guys can see. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I flipped it, and I didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to, like, get the color right. Okay, there we go. Facebook is a pain and keeps kicking you off. I hate it when Facebook does that to you. So I think I may want to go with this one on the white this time. With this cute little pig. Oh my goodness. So adorable. I think I'm going to move the house this way. Hey babe, can you pull me the stamp set so I can do a sentiment? The pigs. Okay, so I want his little toolbox to be there, and I want him to be there. And then I'm going to do the sentiments. I think these are a little bit bigger, so I need to trim them down for a card base. Let's grab our card base. I'm thinking blue or darker brown. Dark brown might be good. This would be a great Father's Day card, I think. Especially with a dark brown. Let's use dark brown. Oh, I had another foil I pulled out that I didn't use. Look at this, looks like water. Alright, let's trim this paper that we just made 1/4 of an inch so we can use it for our background. Oh no, it's already there. 4 by 5. It's already cut down, so it's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my card real quick. This is how I make cards super fast. If I need a bunch, like for cards for kids, I just pull out my ephemera, I pull out different stuff like that, and then I just put together some cards really fast. And sometimes I don't include the sentiment, and I just wait until I need it and then add a sentiment. But I think I'm going to use the sentiments tonight. So just placing this on a brown background. Flip it over so you don't scratch any of the foiling. And then we're going to put the little house on here, but you guys know me, and that little window area right there is driving me crazy. So I'm going to just cut that out. You don't really have to do this, but it just bothers me. You can call me weird and strange, I don't mind. But I need to cut that out. I'm not going to cut any of the other windows out, but this is kind of a big space and I don't want to see it in white. Of course, I'm going to put it on this paper and it's going to be in a white area and it's going to be white anyway, but there we go. So I think I'm going to go ahead and glue that house down. Hi, Phyllis. Hey, Cheryl. I'm sorry Facebook's giving you a hard time. We did have storms today, and I lost power off and on for like 4 or 5 times today. So I was praying it would end, the storm would end before the live, and it seems like it did. I hope that's not what's causing issues. All right, and then I love his little toolbox. I'm going to put him like right there, so I'm going to put his toolbox on there. I love this little toolbox. Right there. And I think I'm going to pop up my pig just for fun. For funsies. I have some right here. Because, you know, why not when you can? You might as well. This ephemera makes for super fast cards, which I love. And I don't have to say, oh, I didn't color, because I did. I colored them. That's how we make the ephemera. I color them all. So they are colored by me. So I don't mind using them because I did color. I did. There we go. I'm going to peel off the backs. I like these because they're super easy to peel. Oh, I don't know who it was who told us the other night that mosquitoes hate lavender, but it is working. So thank you for spraying that, Dale. Here's there he goes on the card. I'm going to put a sentiment on it, and I think I want to put to my favorite Mr. Fix-It, which is in our Nailed It stamp set, which is this one. How cute is that? So we're going to use to my favorite Mr. Fix-It. So I'm just going to put it on a block and stamp it because, you know, I don't mind stamping without a Missy when I'm just doing a sentiment, because this VersaFine ink works so well that I only have to stamp once and I'm good to go. I'm going to use the black all night while I'm putting on sentiments. I think I'm going to cut this out sort of wiggly so it looks like I kind of did it with a die even though I fussy cut it. Just kind of gives that impression that you did use some kind of dye with it, even though I didn't. Once I have that little wiggly frame done, then I'm going to stick it on my card, and card number 1 is completed. So there's card number 1. Super cute and really fast, and I love the wood grain that matches the whole theme, so it's perfect. Next, let's do another cute one with the pigs. I think I'll save this one. I'm going to save one of each, so let's grab a different background. Oh, let's do a splat background. And we'll do a love, maybe we'll do the love background for the girl and boy instead of the paper pad. So I think I want to use, not the purple one, maybe either this one or this one next. So let's see which one fits better with the little piggy. So I think I'm going to do the straw house. So I think this one, probably the best one. And this is and I can turn this one to make him a little different than the other one. Oh, he's not the straw guy. This one's the straw guy. Look at him. So cute. I can't even with his little cuteness. I think I'll use this sentiment that says under construction for fun because it looks like he's making a mess on this paper. I think I'm going to put the little measuring tape on there too because it's cute and I can't help myself. Let's see, the background paper, I think I'm going to use yellow. Let's see if my yellow matches. Oh, it does. It matches so good. Alright, so here goes yellow background. This should be the right size because we measured them earlier. Yep, perfect. And look at that. Oh my goodness. So cute. I think I'll pop up the sentiment this time. And we'll just put this straw house on here. The houses you can find, they're not in the stamp set, but they are in the ephemera pack. Maybe I'll pop up that too. And we'll put him in there. I'll stick him on here. And then I'm going to attach this paper, which I love. I hope you guys love this too. Autocorrect is giving you trouble tonight. I hate when that happens. Alright, here we go. I'm about to lay this down and I'm a little bit hesitant because I can't remember if I put the card the right direction or if I'm going to open the card wrong. Oh no, I got it right. I'll put the white envelopes and the white cards on the inside and stamp the back after I'm done just before I put them in envelopes. So I'm not going to worry about that step right now at the moment. I'm going to pop this up. When I make quick cards like this, I usually do more popping up than when I'm really working on a card with a lot of detail. I don't know why that is, but I just tend to do that. Let's put this small tiny piece so it gets used right there. And then I'll place a little one right here. And then we can put that on there. And then we'll pop up the measuring tape and we will be finished with card number 2. And we're doing good. Alright, under construction. There we go. And where did my measuring tape go? Here it is. I'm going to put just a little one on that. And we'll just attach that down here. And now we have card number 2. And look at that background. That background is amazing. I love it. Card number 2. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Let's do this one next. So this is our, can you pull the malt shop for me first? I'm going to need a sentiment for the malt shop. Thank you. Alright. Okay, so these are the ephemera pieces for the malt shop. So let's see, how do I want to put this on my card? I think I'm going to put this here. I definitely want that jukebox on there. I think I'll put her over here. And then we need a sentiment. Oh, I might have this. This is from our malt shop, but I think I might have that sentiment already cut out. So let me grab that other bin of ephemera that I have. I think it is right here. I think I have sentiments within this bin along with my stickers. We're not doing beach tonight. Cruising by to say hi, let the good times roll. You're the cherry on top. Let's do you're the cherry on top. There. Now I have a sentiment and I didn't even have to stamp it. Whoop whoop. Okay, here we go. I need a card base for this one, so I could use red or I could use black or green. Let's see what it looks like with the red that I have. Kind of think the red will look really good if I have the right color red. Not a fan of that. So maybe a pinkish color, like a really pale pink. No, that's more peachy than pink. That's not going to work. What color? What color? What color? What color? Maybe white? This is off-white. Might look good with it. I'm not really a fan of the pink. Or I could use seafoam green. It might look really good with it because it's really light and it'll match the jukebox. So that might be a good color. Okay. I'm going to use this seafoam green. I don't know why, but I like the contrast of it. So that is what we are going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. So if you need cards quick, this is the way to roll. Quick and easy, but super cute. Okay. Then I'm going to just set him there so I know where I want to put the jukebox. Because I want the jukebox to be right behind him. So maybe right here. And then I'll put him on there. He is chilling at the malt soda shop. Here we go. And then we're going to put her on there. And you know I got to trim out this little piece because it's going to drive me crazy. Because the background's not white, so you're going to see this big white spot on there. This is a personal preference. If you don't mind that white, then don't worry about it. Ah, I love these images. So quick and easy. I also love coloring them, but we color all the time, so I thought it would be fun to show some cool cards that you can make where you don't have to color. You can just do whatever you want. So since we have cherry on top and this record, I'm going to put the record here, and I'm going to put the cherry on top here. I kind of want that record maybe I want it on this side. Oops, it's upside down. Maybe I'll place it over here for accent, and then I'll put cherry on top over there. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's rock and roll. Rock and roll tonight. That reminds me of the Grease 2 song when they went bowling. Thank you, Drea. Me too. It's so much fun and so quick and easy. There you go. Card number 3. Look at that red background. Isn't that foil awesome? Card number 3. Finito. Next. Alright. So I also said I was going to use those beautiful flowers that my friend sent me. So we're going to use those now. I got some papers over here. Okay, so let's see. We have these 2. I almost think these flowers would look really good on the black. So I think we'll use that one. And maybe our sentiment to go with it. So here's our paper. I think the sentiment I did in like a light blue color, so the light blue may go really well with this. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that one up. I always have my card bases ready, a whole ton of them, so I can just use them as needed. Now these flowers have like a little hole in the center of them, so I thought I would mix a couple of them. So I'd like to put the little one on top of the big one, like this. And then I'm going to do the same for the blue one. So nice that my friend sent me flowers. I really like them. Andrea, this works for my flower card I missed for last night. Okay, so now I'm going to attach them by putting a little bit of glue on the back here. And I'm just alternating them so that they're filled in all the way around. I'm going to do that on each one. Right here. Take this one. And put it right here. I think these are going to turn out very nicely, especially against this rainbow paper. It's going to be awesome. Yes. And then, yes, and bling is what I'm going to put inside these flowers. And I think I'm going to put the craftologist on here. So I'm going to be a craftologist tonight. So we're going to attach this paper. We're going to put this paper on here. The only thing I have to make sure is that the hearts are going in the right direction, the little hearts that are on the flowers. So we're good to go on that. There we go. I think I'll round the corners on my little sentiment here. So I'm just going to grab my corner rounder. I'm not the biggest fan of this corner rounder, but my Creative Memories one died after like 20 years, so I had to get a new one. Okay. Alright, so now we have these really pretty flowers, and I'm going to bunch them together, I think. Almost like one big. I think maybe I'll do 3 up in that corner, and maybe I'll use 1 of each color up here. So I have 3. And then I'll put this one down at the bottom, and I think that'll be perfect. I'll move that up. So let's put these down. I'm going to put the two outside ones down first, and then the blue one will get lifted, or maybe I'll do it the gold one because it stands out just a little bit more. So I'll put that one there. And then this one will go over here, and then this one I'll raise up so it's higher. So I'm going to put this one on there. There we go. And then this one, let's see if one of these will fit. I think I need the smaller, I need the smaller bling for this one. Not really sure where I'd put it. There it is. So just one of the smaller ones will fit perfectly right there on the back of that gold one. Right there in the center. And we'll put that one up here. And then I'll attach this. Remember, this is also a foiled sentiment. And because I'm just feeling a little off today, a little wonky, I'm going to put it crooked. And then I'm going to put my flower down here. Just like this. And then I have some bling here that I'm going to add to the centers of those flowers. I think I only have 3 of those left. I was going to use pink, but I'm thinking maybe the green or what about the pink? Let's see if the pink looks cute in there. Oh yeah, I like the pink. Let's do that. Then I'm just going to do this. I'm going to pick that pink stone up and I'm going to place it right there. Now I need to do that 3 more times. And 3. Love it. And see, now we didn't even put any ephemera or anything on it. We just used the foiling papers that we did. I'm going to press them with my soda press just to make sure that they're down there and they're going to stay. They're going to need, this is glitter paper, so they're going to need a couple minutes to like really stick. But I want to press them down so they get a good hold. But there we go. We have beautiful flowers in the background. See, gorgeous. And then flowers on top, and it's called Craftologist. So now that is our 4th card. Let's root for one more. Let's do one more card. We got to do one more card. And then that'll be 5 really quick. So I have this amazing image that I colored that has not, I'm going to use this. This is what I had in mind. I have this image that I colored the other night that's been sitting around my desk that needs some love. And since she's in purple, she fits perfectly on this background. It matches her little shirt. It's so adorable. I think maybe a pink-ish background would be good. So pink. And then this purple paper kind of has a little bit of shimmer of pink in it. So it kind of matches the pink and the purple, which I love. I don't know what sentiment to put on this one, so this might not get a sentiment tonight until I decide what I want to put on it. Or, wait a minute, hold the phone. I might have some pre-printed sentiments I can use. I'll pull those out and see if anything goes with it. But, oh my goodness, she's perfect on that background. It's kind of what I had in mind when I decided to use that. And then here's my sentiments. I have, I think these, it says, it's a beautiful day to celebrate one of my favorite people. I think that's so cute. This one says, I feel so lucky to have you in my life. Hope you have a wonderful birthday. I got these free from an order I did. They're all birthday sentiments. But I think that's my favorite one, so I think I'm going to go with that. And I like it. I think it matches. It has pink on it, so it kind of goes with everything else. So it's kind of perfect right there. Oh, thank you. You like her? She's so much fun to color. I had a lot of fun coloring her, but she's been floating around my desk now for a couple of weeks, and I figured I really need to use her. Just want to make sure I had it in right about the right spot. And then we'll just glue her down. So even though I did color her and we used ephemera for everything else, she was already pre-done and sitting on my desk, so she might as well get her place on a card because it's perfect for her. Here we go. We're going to attach her right here. Oh my goodness, that foil paper in the background is just absolutely perfect with her. I can't even tell you how amazing it is in person. It's just absolutely perfect. She was waiting for that background. Yes, she was. Isn't she gorgeous? Even just seeing all that sparkly color on camera is awesome, isn't it? See if I can turn it so you can kind of see. It's got so much tinsel in it that it looks like it has movement on its own. It's just really, really neat. Really neat foil. And then there's splats as well, which are really cute, and you can see them really well in person. So there we go. In about, I guess it was maybe 20 minutes. 20 minutes from when we stopped foiling that we made 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and I didn't even use the paper pad this time. And we got 5 beautiful cards. I'll show them to you again really quick. This is the one with the wood foil. It's my favorite Mr. Fix-It. So cute. And then this one is under construction with the foil. And then this one is the You're My Cherry on Top. It's the red with the black hearts, and they're at the malt shop hanging out and boogieing. This one is the Craftologist, which has that black flowers with the rainbow background, and then I added the flowers and the bling on top. That could just go to a friend. That would be an amazing card. And then this one is a birthday card. So we did 5 cards super fast. So if you have ephemera and you need some really quick cards, this is the way to go. And just get your foiling out and just foil a whole bunch in one day. So we also have this foil. We have this one. We have this one. This is the one that has that purple splat on it. There's the rainbow splat. Pink hearts. Black hearts with the pink background. We have Christmas ornaments in all different colors, amazing colors. And then we have this one left as well. So we have many foil left over, and we made all those cards. How amazing was that? Look at how far ahead we are now if we need some quick cards. Already there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, so be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We greatly appreciate it. I will be live again on Thursday at 8 Central. We do Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have a new release next weekend, so a week from this Saturday on the 13th. We're going to have a big party over at Happy Crafty Ho-Ho's YouTube channel. And we're going to have prizes and fun, and you'll have a free digital to download and color with me, and we have so much stuff going on. I also have the OLO event coming up on August 1st and 2nd. I will be teaching a coloring class there, so definitely check that out. You can do that for free, or you can get a VIP ticket. I think there's only 10 left, so if you want a VIP ticket, check the group here on Facebook, Fans of Doux Designs. There's a link for you to go and grab your ticket. Otherwise, the link is there for the free as well. So come and join me. I will be coloring with OLO markers, and I hope you loved it. I loved it, and I'll see you on Thursday. I'm also coloring tonight and hanging out tonight over at Crafty Ho-Ho on YouTube. So if you want to join us there, you can move from this one to that one, which will probably start very shortly. And I'll see you there if you decide to come join us. Love you guys. See you on Thursday. Good night.